Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got some more American craft, some hype. We've got some Treehouse this time round, and it's their 12th anniversary beer. So it is a double India Pale Ale at 8%, and it was brewed. Yeah, this one was brewed late November, so yeah, still relatively fresh. Like 2 months is pretty good. We'll see how it goes. Good thing with Treehouse, they sort of keep you guessing as to what the beer's going to be because they don't mention hops or anything on the back. Normally, they just have some spiel about a heap of shit. But yeah, can artwork on this one's pretty bland. Just got the symbol and the 12, white and orange. Let's get into it. First beer for today. Got my posh glassware to go with it. And yeah, I'm planning to have many beers today. It's quite hot outside. I've just went and done a quick shop. Got some macro beers, so yeah, I can have a fair crack. I just did the one beer review last night. That was it after work. So yeah, let's get into it. And cheers to everyone in the chat. We have Henny, all the way from Norway. Good to see you, brother. Cool. And Joey. I had a pretty good sleep, bro. Oi. Cheers, brother. Yeah, we will be, mate. I'm keen for a chug or 10. 4.7, yes, could be around that mark. It is a very hyped beer, or brewery anyway. The old smooge. Cheers, John. I've got a big blowfly flying around my head. It's the size of a football. Good old summer. Cheers, Stewie. Cheers to another Norwegian. Good to see you, mate. So let's tuck in. I'm hoping it's a citrus bomb, and some pine would be lovely too. Got to be careful with this one. She's travelled in business class and could explode everywhere. So yeah, I've got a couple of Treehouse beers again. I've got a good mix this time. I've got some Treehouse, some North Park, some Monkish, some Fidens, and some Brewhosts, and a couple of newer breweries as well. Test, Noble Savage, and Freak Folk. When I say newer breweries, I'm not sure whether they're actually new or just sort of new to me. A lot of people I've asked about them didn't know about them. So, yeah, I'm guessing they're probably relatively new. I think most of them are like New York, New Jersey area. Yes, good boy. They in the early days they were full on metalcore, one of the main metalcore bands out there. They've sort of changed style over the years. But yeah, I like the way they've evolved. There's a lot of people that have sort of gone off them, but then there's people like me that have still enjoy their stuff as much as what I used to. But yeah, it looks the part in the glass. I would say it's darker in reality than what it is on camera. Looks a bit sort of milky and washed out on camera. It's probably like I would say like a dark yellow. It's about a probably 3-finger head, pretty white foamy head. Mild carbonation, and just looking at body, I would say medium to full. Very similar to the Fidens that I had last night, except that was sort of more of an orange colour. Let's go a whiff. Cool. You'll have to let me know who they are. I know Denmark has a pretty good scene with similar music. So yeah, very vibrant, punchy notes. I'm getting like tropical and citrus. God, that fly is annoying me. It's so loud. You can probably hear it. I need the chopsticks. So yeah, I'm getting some like juicy mango, orange, maybe some grapefruit, like a bit of pith, bit of bitterness. Yeah, there might be some stone fruit there as well, like some apricot. It's like it sort of smells like it's quite dense, like there's a heap of different notes all like compact. Mm. I'm not really getting any sort of green characters like piney, floral. Yeah, yeah, just juicy. It's almost got like a sort of like a dry, juicy sort of feel to it. Anyway, I'm going in. I'm thirsty. Cheers, guys. Mmm. Grapefruit, definitely. And yeah, mango. It's sort of got that it's got that sort of feel to it like when you have like a breakfast juice with a heap of different like flavors, but it has like that sort of touch of bitterness to it. I feel like the grapefruit's sort of fairly prominent. Like it's like pithy, some bitterness there. It's very juicy, but it's not like sweet, if you get what I mean. Big like white bready backbone. No sort of touch of like caramel or even like biscuit. It just comes across like very bready. Very smooth and creamy. Like the mouth feels awesome. Very much similar to yeah the Fidens one I had. As far as Treehouse goes, I think I've probably had about 6 or 7 beers from them now, which is awesome because they were such like a bucket list brewery for me. Like over my whole sort of craft journey, as soon as they sort of started to get big and a name for themselves. And then yeah, just in the last year I've been able to try quite a few. I've really ticked off some bucket list breweries and beers in the last 2 years. It's been really good. One thing with this too is yeah, there'd be some breweries that would pump out a beer like this. If it was 2 months old, I feel like it would fade quite a bit with other breweries, but this still sort of drinks like it's very fresh. So it could have been pretty intense when it was first brewed. Just trying to sort of pick out anything else. There's not really any pine, which yeah, unfortunate. I love pine in no matter what sort of IPA. But yeah, like it's got quite a dry finish. You'd nearly say slightly dank. Cheers, Simo. Not sure if you guys are still live, but I was probably going to pop over there at some stage. I just had to go shopping first. Like obviously it's my morning here, so I had a little weigh in, and then I went and did shopping, got some food and some macro beers, and then I was like, I'll do my treehouse review first. Eggnog. Yeah, I really wish I had like a camera that showed like real colour. That's the good thing about when I do stouts and that sort of thing. It's like the colour, at least the colour's accurate. I always dreamed that these guys collabed with Treehouse. That would be phenomenal. It's sort of like one of the kings of Australia hooking up with one of the kings of America. And I just feel like, yeah, like DJ's just that sort of fella that leaves a really good impression on people. So I feel like if DJ collabed with Treehouse, then Treehouse all of a sudden would get fixated on the Aussie scene, and then they'd end up working with other breweries here because DJ's sort of friends with everyone. But yeah, as it's warming, I'm definitely getting more of like a dry, dank. Yeah, like we've talked about it before with Treehouse. Sometimes you'll get that sort of slight like chalkiness. And yeah, I'm getting like a touch of that, but like it's chalky, but in a good way. One thing I'll say though is, yeah, I've been very spoilt with the treehouse that I've had. I've had probably like top tier, like real elite level treehouse. The first couple I had, so although this beer is great, it's just yeah, it's not hitting as much as some of those other ones I had. I mean, it's still a great beer, but it's not going to get like the same sort of score as like say King Julius, or what else did I have that was really good? One of the greens. Pour a little more, shall I? And can you hear that fly? Be interesting to see if you can actually hear it buzzing around. Yeah, it'll be somewhere around there, Stewie, I reckon. You're onto it. You've watched me enough to know from what I say and body language and style and that I've got a couple of West Coasts in the fridge from some of these hype breweries. I'm looking forward to them. Two of them are West Coast breweries, so I'm thinking you should be able to make a good West Coast. And then who else did I have one from? I had one from one of the. I don't think it was Fidens. It was someone like that. I'd love to try some West Coast from like Treehouse and Trillium and Fidens and those sort of breweries just to see how they go. But yeah, I'm definitely bunkering down today. Like it's only 11 a.m. and it's already like stinking hot. I feel like tomorrow's going to be an absolute like shit show. Like it's going to be like that real uncomfortable heat, like early 40s. You don't want to go anywhere; it's too hot. That's where I miss my hometown because I lived like walking distance from the beach. So you're like, yeah, you just go if you wanted relief, you just walk over the hill, over the dunes, and bang, just I'd go way in the ocean for like 2 hours. There's a couple of things I miss in life, and that's one thing, being able to go to the beach easily. I miss playing football. And I don't know, probably just that another thing, like when you're in your like late teens and your early 20s and you got like that huge circle of friends from school and everyone, you've always got people hanging around, and they were the best times in life, I reckon. Like then everyone gets older and sort of like goes their own way, and it's just not the same. I still catch up with some of my schoolmates every now and then, but just yeah, very very rarely. So yeah, as I said, as it's got a bit warmer, definitely a drying finish. And yeah, I like that sort of moderate bitterness for a hazy. It's good. Um, but yeah, I still think the main notes in this one's like mango, grapefruit, orange. It's definitely leaning more like citrusy. And yeah, it's like quite pithy, more sort of pithy and bitter, like the rind, the skin of the fruit, instead of like your sweet sort of juice. But yeah, score for this one. I'm going to say I'm going to go a 4.5. 4.5 for the 12th anniversary treehouse. I'm not sure if all the anniversary beers have been like similar, or like they've used like if it's been they've all been double IPAs. They've all had like a similar base with different hops. I've got no idea. Doesn't really elaborate at all on it. But yeah, it's amazing to think that they've been going for 12. So I remember like I was already into craft beer when they sort of first started and blew up within the first couple of years. I just remember like thinking, oh, I really want to try that. Watching like watching people like Peter from Master of Hoppets and Joe Senegalia and those sort of people like reviewing their beers. Cheers, Harry. Good to see you, brother. Are you on the sauce or what? I'll be kicking on, no doubt, after this. Just not sure what I'm doing. But yeah, 4.5. I think it's a good score. And yeah, like as I said, still a really good beer, but just not as good as other Treehouse I've had. But yeah, I've been very spoilt with some of the Treehouse I have had. I've had like some of the big Julius's, a lot of the berries, the berry hazy, the green, all that sort of shit. I'd love to try some like stouts from them. Stouts, barley wines, even like some of their lagers, just to see how they go. Some of the boys in our community live like pretty close to them, so they're able to get all their different stuff. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you sort of watch me enough to know, as I said, like with different styles, certain things I say, and that you've got like a ballpark of roughly where I'm going to go with it. Yeah, no worries, dude. I'll let you know. So yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. Another hyped American in the books. I've got plenty more in the fridge there. So whether I do another one later on today depends. See what happens. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing a review sort of similar time to this tomorrow. So I might. I'm thinking I might do a North Park beer tomorrow. We'll see how we go. It'll be one of the American ones anyway. So Thanks again, guys, and we will see you again shortly. Cheers.